Hello viewer, you're welcome to Nexa Fashion 247, and today we shall be learning how to do this A-line sleeves that you see showing on the screen. So if it's something you are interested in making or in learning how to make, this is how to go about it. Just stay tuned, stay to the end of the video and see the process, okay? So if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome, and if you are new to this channel, you're also welcome. Give me a like, follow my channel, and so that you'll be able to see more of my videos or more of the hacks and tips that I bring to the channel. Okay, so I'm just trying to make a basic sleeve. So you are just going to make a basic sleeve like you see me doing. If you are still struggling with how to make basic sleeves, I'll be dropping the link on that. So here you come down from the sleeve cap, you go down by 10 inches, and when you go down by 10 inches, that will mark your elbow area. Then from the tip of the sleeve, like the hem of the sleeve, you just add as wide as you want. On my own, I think I open it with about 15 inches or so. So you just do it like that. Once you just get the full video on how to make basic sleeves, you understand what I did in this video. Okay, so the video is mostly not about cutting, it is about joining the sleeves or learning that slit, that curvy part in the midpoint. So from the folded edge at the top there, come down by about 3 inches. I came down by 3 inches. Okay, you mark 3 inches from the top to bottom of the pattern. Okay, and then from the hem or the end of the sleeve, come up by 6 inches. Okay, mark 6 inches there, and you just mark it. Okay, use your marker or whatever, you mark it there. Then you use the curvy part of your French curve and curve it upwards and curve it downwards like you see me do. Okay, it's going to create that curve that you see on the sleeve. I think I will need to put this on the screen. Okay, so that 3 inches, you take it upwards. Okay, and then you rule a line like so, and that is all for the design at the front. That is the front part of the sleeve. Okay, that slit you see is the front part of the sleeve. So you open it up and you cut out, it out like so, and then that place that you have the meeting point of the curve, you cut it out as well, and then you are done with the cutting of the sleeve. Okay, let me open it up so that you see how it looks. So this is how it looks. You notch the middle, the midpoint, where it's going to be joined to your sleeve at the top. Okay, so this is it. So I'll be going to the fabric to cut it out. So this is when I was done cutting it out. Just open it up and cut it out on your fabric like this. So I cut the fabric and the lining pieces. Okay, so this is how it will look. I'm just trying to demonstrate how it will look by the time I join the pieces together. All right, so no, I did not get the right part. I was trying to get the correct. Okay, so this is the right one. So this is how it will look by the time you stitch them together. So just pay attention to see how I'm going to be joining the pieces together. The first thing you do, you make right sides facing right sides of the lining. Okay, so this is the wrong part, this is the wrong side facing me, that is the right side. So the right side is inwards. All right, so you stitch down. That curvy part is the only part you will stitch, only part you will stitch. Okay, so you do for the two. I actually did for the two. I stitched that curvy part for the two. Okay, so you create notches. All right, it is a curved something, so you create notches. When you create notches, you now make top stitch. All right, you make top stitch. I think I'll be dropping a video on how to make top stitches. All right, so when you make the top stitch, yeah, so these are the notches. After you are done with the notches, That is when you flip it open before you make your top stitch. Okay, so that is it. I was trying to flip it open so that the wrong side will be inside and we have the right side outside like that. All right, so I was demonstrating where you'll be stop stitching, you move all the excess to the side of the lining and then you make a stitch on top of it like that. So I did for both hands, and this is how it looks. You use your iron to iron it flat. That part, it's very important that you iron it flat. So you pay extra attention to this part because this is the part that I'll be joining the two pieces together. All right, so this is the smaller piece, okay, and the bigger part is the other side of the sleeve, or the other part of the sleeve. Okay, so just watch what I do. So you take the smaller piece and place it on top like that. Okay, you place it on top like that. The right side is facing up, don't forget. So you take the main fabric, the right side will now be facing down so that they will be facing each other. The fabric and the fabric facing each other, and the lining and the lining facing each other like a sandwich. So you stitch on top of that part, okay? Make sure that all of them are equal, they're all facing each other. You make a stitch like so. Just make sure you take your time and align them. If it means taking your pins to pin them down, you can use your pins to pin them down. Do not stitch this down, just put it inwards. But you know, it is where the curve stops, like the meeting point of the curve is where the inside part will stop. Okay, so you stitch down to the A shape. All right, so this is when I was done stitching. You cut out any excess fabrics from it like this, and you create notches on all the corners, all the curvy parts, so that it will enable you to flip it to the right side perfectly and you're not going to have any ruffles, right? So this is it when I was done making the notches. All right, you open it up like this, and you have your open slit there. So you make notches. When you make the notches and you reach this corner, it will not enable you, so you skip and go to the straight part and make the notches. Okay, so when you are done making the notches, you will now use your iron to iron it flat. I'm showing where the notches run. Yeah, so that is where the notches run. Okay, so you determine the midpoint of your sleeve like so, and you fold it. So you see, we got back our sleeve like as if we did not remove anything. Okay, so but when you are cutting this, make sure that this part that we separate them, you add half inch. When you are cutting, make sure that you add half inch to this part, so that when you come to join it, you don't have shortage of material or the fabric. All right, so you iron it out flat like this. Okay, and you have your sleeve perfectly. Like when I did this sleeve, I was so happy about it. It came out so fine. You can join these sleeves to your A-line gowns. You can join it to any top, just any nice top. So what you do is you just go to your your weaving machine, and you weave the parts before joining it to your main fabric. So if you have come this far to this part of the video, what are you waiting for? Give me a like, support my page, and subscribe. Thank you.